Welcome to Construction Market. In today's demo, we will walk you through the cool features currently implemented in our system. Our platform is designed to facilitate seamless collaboration among three key users. We have property managers, then we have construction companies, and we have our construction market support. So let's see how these three interact within the system. First of all, on the left, I have a customer portal. This is the property manager who's logged in. On the right, I have a company portal. This is the construction company that's logged in. And for the third session, I have the support staff logged in here in the third window. So the first step is creating a project. The property manager begins by creating a new project in the system like this. So we have basic attributes that we collect for the project. I will just enter some basic information. To keep this project away from the other production system projects, we are going to use a location which is very remote, which other projects do not use. For the specializations, we are going to choose general contractors, and price range is going to be 100,000. So this is how a new project is going to be created. Once you create a new project, the support comes into play. Support begins to get hold of the project. Then construction market support enhances the project by adding detailed information, ensuring all details are accurate and making any necessary modifications. This is done in this session. This is the project that we created, that the property manager created. We first edit it. In this case, I'm going to remove the general contractors as a specialization, and I'm going to put testing purposes, and I'm going to enhance this. And we save the changes. Once changes are saved, the project is verified by support. It's marked as verified by support. Once the project is verified, it appears in the construction company's portal in the Projects tab like this. This is the project that we entered, and it also shows up as verified icon is present here for the customer, for the property manager. Support can add real-time notes to the project, allowing construction companies to monitor updates in real time. Let's see how that can be done. So this is the project that we created. First view the project and add a note. So we save the note. So this is how a new note is added. The Publish project appears on the dashboards of eligible construction companies, who can then submit bids on them on the project. So this is an eligible construction company. As you can see, the demo project appears in the dashboard of this construction company. We can view the project. You see that the notes that was applied by support appears here, right here. We can make a bid on the project. This is a test bid, so I'm just going to enter some basic information. The bid includes a price range. Let's see, 100,000, 110,000. And also specify a date range. This is basically a date when the project can be undertaken by this company. Once this information is filled out, a bid is made. When a bid is made, you can see that the bid appears in the customer's portal, the property manager's portal. It shows one bid has been made. Support ensures effective communication by adding notes to the bids, helping both property managers and construction companies stay informed. So this is how support adds notes to the bids. So if you look, this is the latest bid, and this bid was for Demo Project 1. Support can add a note to the bid and you save the note. Construction companies can request feedback on their bids, reducing the likelihood of bids being overlooked. So support provides these insights through the notes feature. So if you look at the bid that this construction company made, so the support's bid level note shows up here. So that keeps the construction company in the loop as to what happened to the bids and supports it through this feature. The submitted bids are visible on the property manager's dashboard like this. The property manager can review the bids. you see that these are all the bids that the property manager received for this specific project. So he can accept this specific bid and create a contract. There is agreed to work scope where you can define the agreed work scope. And then he creates a contract. So once the contract is created, the construction company gets the contract, and you can open the contract. You can look at the agreed work scope. There's a contract terms that is listed from a template, and the construction company can approve the contract. When the project gets completed, the property manager marks the project as complete. And this is when the property manager leaves a rating, and the company can actually now mark it as an example project which will show up in its profile. And that brings us to the end of the demo. Thank you so much for watching.